Welcome to Pillar Talk.
I think that he wants us as a father to think big and dream big.
The Lord gave us these 5 pillars. Our weapon is his word. He loadeth us daily.
What's going on, and welcome to another edition of Pillar Talk. Today, we're talking about community development. I'm your boy, Pastor Will, and this is
Heidi Gomez.
We are so excited about what God is doing at New Life, particularly in the pillar of community development. We're not only a ministry that is Christ-centered, but we're also community-oriented. And we've been very intentional at separating ministry from service. And this opportunity that we have within the pillar of community development, we've been able to forge integrated relationships within the communities, and particularly with the police department, with the fire department, with the business bureau, with our block clubs, and also navigating through our various politicians. And we do this so that we can not only just bring a level of advocacy to our community, but we can also provide a level of awareness. It's horrible to be in a community and all we do is have church and not release to the people a level of power that is owed to them, that is indebted to them. And so I have Miss Heidi, who has been a part of the ministry. Heidi, how long have you been a part of New Life?
I've been a member of New Life for 17 years.
You are the GOAT. Facts. So, you've been a part of New Life, and how did you get acclimated to this role of community development? And we're going to talk about the Chance Center later on, but just what was your interest to outreach and community development?
Absolutely. So being a member of New Life, that is part of what we do. We serve.
Absolutely.
And, back in 2010, when the recession hit, a lot of people were out of work, and a young lady by the name of Leslie started Job Coaches.
Wow.
And there was a plethora of people that joined to serve in this ministry to help the community members with resume writing and things like that. And that's how I became a part of this ministry.
So amazing how, again, there's a need, there's a recession, people are losing their jobs. And instead of us praying about just the jobs, though we are a church that believes in prayer, that's one of the pillars. Go tune in and watch that pillar episode of prayer. But also, we are persons that are practical. We believe that prayer produces planning.
That's right.
And through this planning, we're able to bring a pipeline to this community to be able to help them talk about jobs. So not just getting the jobs, but being prepared for the jobs. So it's a good segue to talk about the Chance Center. The Chance Center is an amazing nonprofit that our church navigates or oversees. It's our own 501c3. We have housing, which we believe in being a support and an adequate resource for those who don't have any homes or places to stay. Maybe it's a domestic situation, maybe there's somebody that is displaced. We have individual volunteers that specialize in making sure that partnering with CEDA and other entities within our city, they have connection and vouchers and adequate transportation through bus cars. We then have legal consultation, which is amazing, where individuals have the opportunity to be partnered with some legal counsel from individual lawyers who give up their time every first week or first Saturday of the month. Then we have the closet for individuals who may not have an interview or may have an interview and may need clothes. We have an adequate storage area for them to just get nothing but clothes in preparation for the jobs. And then we have her, Grace, Miss Heidi, who navigates the Job Coach program. And when I came on board, I was blown away at the fact that we assume that even in the area of outreach that people just don't want jobs.
Right.
But sometimes what we found is that it's not that they don't want jobs, they're not adequately prepared for that job. So Ms. Heidi, talk us through just your start, your beginning, how we were able to bring this level of connection to the people that you were called to service.
You know, one of the things that Pastor Hannah always says is that your misery will be your ministry.
Woo! As she preaching. Go ahead.
And that is extremely powerful. And, you know, having been someone that had been unemployed for 2 years, it was important to be able to give back to the community.
Yeah.
And what I love about New Life is that Pastor Hannah has invested in our people.
Absolutely.
And so one of the things that we have a job board for members to be able to go on and apply for jobs.
Let's stop there. Apply for jobs. We have a job portal we're investing in. We're not Indeed. We're not Google Jobs. We have our own separate entity of jobs specifically screened by New Life, for New Life, and for the community that we're serving.
That's right.
Go ahead.
That's right. And then we have a group of volunteers that have been dedicated to giving back to the community.
Yeah.
And these are professionals that are HR, social work, things like that really do lean in and help many of the members of the community with refining their resumes,
yes,
educating them on interview techniques,
yes,
helping them to negotiate salaries. We are empowered, but we just have to be to take the education, build our confidence level up, and have those coaches to help guide us through.
Yes.
And we have seen success,
yes,
from people that have gotten the services.
Man, faith without works is dead. Man don't work, shouldn't eat.
Right.
And we believe that we are giving people the skills. And one of the things that we're doing is that we're just providing you just a broader angle of what adequately happens every single month happening within New Life. And one of the things we were able to do, because our nonprofit is governed by an actual board separate from the church, but we also have individual programming. And Ms. Heidi, let's take us through. We entered into a pandemic where things were happening that were struggles. And so we felt that, considering the fact that, at one point the job coaches will meet every second month of the week, and they were seeing a lot of great success, but we were able to change up because we not only believe in just the integrity of our ministry, but New Life is a very innovative ministry.
Yes.
Pastor Hannah don't do nothing the same every year. And so we were able to transform the whole entity of this job coaches, and just we're featuring her today. Let's just talk through like where we started and how we got to where we are and what's happening right now.
Well, as you had mentioned, we had started the second Saturday of every month. We have volunteers that are dedicated and committed to the community. It was through a wonderful grant that we started to work with the University of Chicago. And one of the things I appreciate you about, Pastor Will, is that we wanted to measure impact. And so in working with the University of Chicago, what we decided was that it was best that we restructure. And so in restructuring, what we are doing now is that we have 6-week sessions where we're working with a group of job seekers and taking them through a robust program to ensure that they get the tools and resources that they need. And then after they come out of that program, the goal is to ensure that they are gainfully employed or get to the next level in their employment journey.
That is so amazing. We not only wanted them to be employed, but we wanted them to be empowered.
That's right.
And to be empowered means not just to come back for a resume and get it critiqued, but for them to learn how to do their own resume and teach others as well. So, man, Heidi, you are the best. We have to bring her on here just so that she can reference. She's a pillar in our church, but she also represents an amazing pillar, which is community development. One of the recent things that we've added to this pillar is also our social justice ministry. That's dope. That's amazing. Black lives, amen, still matter. And it's important because sometimes as a ministry and a church, sometimes we don't know what to do. So though other persons are out there protesting, we know our role as a ministry. So we don't get involved at minuscule issues, but we have a responsibility to ensure that our people are informed, that they are empowered, and that we are believing, that we are advocating for our people and creating awareness for our people. And so we're gonna be big in political advocacy, ensuring that our people are educated on the elections and educated on the power to vote. We're also gonna have various panels so that they can be informed on how to navigate through working with the law and the police department, ensuring that our people know their rights. They know how to defend themselves and protect themselves through the legal way and the protective way. And lastly, we have opportunities even for individuals to be hired by the police department. I know some people out there don't like the police, but if you get employed by the police, you could be a part of changing the police. And so we are so critical, so engaged at ensuring that we are not only in the community, but this community can be developed. Heidi, what do you foresee in the future regarding this pillar and how we're navigating where we are now? And this is, the pastor says, the world is now open.
Absolutely.
What's next for us?
To continue to evolve and building from a jobs perspective, to continue to evolve, build partnerships with employers. We want to see our people have not just jobs, but careers. And so we want to continue to build our employer base. I think is extremely important, because when you talk about the partnership piece of it,
Yes.
That's extremely important.
Yes, absolutely. And partnership is what we do, and that's why we're developing the community. That means that we're not just folding our hands in prayer, but we're also at the tables, at the executive meetings, coercing various employers to give credibility to New Life as an entity, so that when a person can say, I came from the Job Coach program, they can be guaranteed that they have credibility and they can get jobs. I believe that employment equates to empowerment, and we can't just pray over our people without providing them with the necessary tools and resources to navigate it. And what I love about New Life is that we're always meeting the need.
That's right.
And the need is that there is a high percentage of persons without employment. It's a high poverty rate here. And so the more persons we can get resourced to a level of job, the more families can be fed.
That's right.
The more support can be given into the home, and we can literally see our communities being transformed. The last thing is, Heidi, you were at New Life before New Life had a home, had a building, had an actual center. Let's talk through some of the ways that you guys were creative and ensuring that job coaches were still happening, even though you didn't have an actual location.
Well, praise be to God, we always had a facility, and we moved from the Lighthouse to the Greenwood building, but we always had a facility. That's the one thing I love. And when the pandemic hit, we just transitioned to being online.
Yeah.
And so God has been faithful, and we have never missed a beat. Whenever the people had a need, we were able to meet it.
Yo, and you know what's so crazy? By faith, let's touch and agree, we are going to be building a brand new facility. The Chance Center is going to be directly parallel across from our building, and it's going to be the state-of-the-art community center. So there will be no excuses.
That's right.
For nowhere we can meet. And I'm just so excited about the ground that is already owned by New Life. Only thing we're doing is literally coming together, believing God, somebody's watching this pillar talk can be a blessing and fund the whole project. But beyond all of that, we are excited about just what will take place as a result of us furthering the efforts, not because Pastor Hannah is our pastor, not because New Life is in the environment, but it is our responsibility. The scripture says, when we were hungry, we were feeding them. When they were thirsty, we gave them water to drink. And we want to make sure that we become the hands and feet of Jesus, so that when we are off the scene, the indelible impact of New Life, we can come up with the testimony that this is who we are, and this is what we do.
Amen.
What an amazing opportunity. And I hope that you guys have taken some notes and have learned a little bit about community development. We believe that development does not just begin with just one person, but a collective group of individuals. And we are seeing this ministry, this pillar, being pushed and funded by individual volunteers who take their weekends off just to ensure that the community that some of them don't even live in are being met and developed, and they are empowered. And so we're believing God for increase. We're believing God for more jobs.
That's right.
Great jobs, great benefits. Come on, insurance, and ensuring that we can have more testimonies and success stories like your testimony. Heidi is the best. She's amazing.
Thanks, Pastor.
And what would I do without you?
Likewise.
Till next time, guys. We hope that you enjoyed it. Y'all be blessed. Again, this is community development. This is who we are and what?
And this is what we do.
So wherever there's a burden, there's a vision. And if you've heard anything on today and you really want to be a part of history being made, not only within our church, but our community, you need to email us at outreach@newlife. So that's NLCSE.org. Again, outreach@NLCSE.org. And we're looking to partner for destiny-making decisions this year with you. Peace.